I have a team of only 50 overall players, and I'm going to add an NHL All-Star every season to this team until we break the all-time win record. But first, we have to go 0-82. I feel like losing every game shouldn't be difficult with this team, but this is EA, and anything is possible. Also, I normally don't do this, but drop a like on this video. I want to see if we can get 1,000 likes here. This took forever, and I would greatly appreciate it. So when the season came to an end, we're finishing with an 0-82 record, dead last in the league. You'll love to see it. Joe NHL dominated this season. 5 goals, 6 assists for 11 points. He could easily be stopped. Kucherov's picking up 56 goals and 42 assists for 98 points, while Francouz is picking up 42 wins with a 914 save percentage and a 245 goals against. In the playoffs, Florida's beaten the Avs in 7 games to win the Stanley Cup. Barkov led the way with 10 goals and 22 assists for 32 points, while Bobrovsky's picking up 16 wins with a 916 save percentage and a 238 goals against. With our very first spin, it doesn't really matter what team we land on because we'll clearly get better, but we're going to be landing on the Winnipeg Jets. And I'm going to go with Conor Hellebuyck. We need a strong goaltender, and I feel like he can definitely win us 63 games. So once again this season, we're not going to be winning any games, but we're losing one game in OT, and ironically, that one OT loss came to the Winnipeg Jets of all teams. Joe NHL stepped it up this season, 6 goals and 7 assists for 13 points, while Hellebuyck picked up 55 losses with a 917 save percentage and a 435 goals against. Honestly, not the worst numbers in the world. Ovi's leading all scorers with 53 goals and 45 assists for 98 points, while Darcy Kemper's picking up 44 wins with a 924 save percentage and a 224 goals against. And just to emphasize how bad this team is, Hellebuyck made 800 more saves than the next closest goalie. Yeah, that's tough. When the playoffs came to an end, the Colorado Avalanche are defeating the New York Rangers in 5 games. Nathan MacKinnon led the way with 13 goals and 14 assists for 27 points, while Francouz is picking up 16 wins with a 917 save percentage and a 252 goals against. With our next spin, we're going to be landing on a team where I'm going to make a very controversial pick, and we're landing on the New York Islanders. So hear me out with this pick. Adam Pelech. We're going to need a good defensive defenseman to win 63 games, and I feel like he can help lead us there. When the season came to an end, once again, we're finishing with 1 OT loss. Pelech's leading the way with 1 goal and 26 assists for 27 points, while Hellebuyck picks up 66 losses with a 904 save percentage and a 479 goals against. He also had over 3,000 saves. Yeah, that's tough. Nathan MacKinnon's leading all scorers with 105 points, while Andersen's picking up 46 wins with a 906 save percentage and 284 goals against. In the playoffs, the Leafs are winning the Stanley Cup over the Winnipeg Jets in 5 games. Auston Matthews led the way, 14 goals and 13 assists for 27 points, while Matt Murray's picking up 16 wins with a 923 save percentage and a 239 goals against. With our next spin, we're landing on the St. Louis Blues, and I gotta go with Ryan O'Reilly. He's a great two-way player, and he's definitely gonna help this team. And he helped this team way more than I expected. 3-72-7, you heard that right, 3 wins and 7 OT losses. Yeah, this team's headed somewhere. O'Reilly led the way, 7 goals and 33 assists for 40 points, while Hellebuyck's picking up 3 wins with a 908 save percentage and a 455 goals against. Bergeron's leading all scorers with 32 goals and 69 assists for 101 points, while Matt Murray's picking up 41 wins to lead all goaltenders. In the postseason, Florida's going to defeat the Vancouver Canucks in 7 games to win another Stanley Cup. Barkov is once again leading the way, 7 goals and 21 helpers for 28 points, while Bobrovsky's picking up 16 wins with a 918 save percentage and 252 goals against. With our next spin, we're landing on the Calgary Flames, and I'm selecting a former Florida Panther in Jonathan Huberdeau. Once again this season, we're going to finish with 3 wins. Honestly, I'm surprised with Huberdeau we couldn't get 5 wins. Ryan O'Reilly's leading the way once again, 13 goals and 34 assists for 47 points, and from here on out, I'm not going to show Hellebuyck's numbers. There's nothing really interesting about them. They just slowly get better. Leading all scorers is Connor McDavid, 35 goals and 80 assists for 115 points, while Connor Hellebuyck from the Winnipeg Jets is leading all goaltenders in wins with 43. In the playoffs, the Avs are defeating the Caps in 7 games. Ovi led all postseason scorers though, 18 goals and 12 assists for 30 points, while Francouz, he's picking up 16 wins. I'm also done showing goalie stats in the postseason. I think you guys will be able to figure out who the Stanley Cup winning goaltender was based on who won the cup. With our next spin, we're getting the chance at a great defenseman as we're landing on the Dallas Stars, and of course, I'm talking about Miro Heiskanen, and Heiskanen is going to help this team win an additional 2 games this season, so we're finishing with 5 wins. The future of this team's looking bright. Huberdeau led the way, 11 goals and 34 assists for 45 points, while Rantanen's leading all scorers with 101 points, and Jack Campbell, he's going to lead all goaltenders in wins with 43 wins. In the playoffs, the Anaheim Ducks are defeating the New York Islanders in 7 games. Keep in mind, these are the rosters for next season I'm using, so EA is expecting the Ducks to win. Yeah, that makes sense. Leading all scorers in the postseason is going to be Matt Barzal with 25 points. With our next spin, we're getting the chance at another great defenseman as we're landing on the New Jersey Devils, and of course, I'm going with Dougie Hamilton. So Dougie Hamilton's adding an additional win to this team as we're finishing with 6 this season. Huberdeau's leading the way once again, 15 goals and 36 assists for 51 points, while Connor McDavid leads all scorers, 47 goals and 68 assists for 115 points. And once again, Jack Campbell's leading all goaltenders in wins with 42. When the playoffs came to an end, the Calgary Flames are sweeping the Toronto Maple Leafs, and leading the Calgary Flames, of course, with Jonathan Huberdeau, 13 goals and 19 assists for 32 points. With our next spin, we're landing on the Vancouver Canucks, and I'm going to go with Elias Pettersson. And the addition of Pettersson helped a ton, as we're going to finish with 11 wins this season. Huberdeau led the team with 67 points, while Joe NHL is finally picking up his first wins as an NHL goalie. The thing I'm most surprised about is a 50 overall goalie won a game. How did he keep the puck out of the net? Barkov's leading all scorers with 37 goals and 66 assists for 103 points, while Shesterkin's leading all goaltenders in wins with 40. In the playoffs, the Canucks are defeating the Carolina Hurricanes in 6 games. Even though Vancouver won the cup, Svechnikov's going to lead all postseason scores with 8 goals and 16 assists for 24 points. Our next spin's going to have us landing on the Pittsburgh Penguins, and clearly there's only one guy to select from there. Sidney Crosby, welcome to the team. Also, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. This video took forever to make, so every single sub is greatly appreciated. Crosby's going to help the team pick up a few more wins this season, as we're going to finish with 17. Huberdeau's leading the way once again though, 21 goals and 63 assists for 84 points, the first time we've had anyone finish with over a point a game. And Marchand, he's going to lead all scorers, 43 goals and 63 assists for 106 points, and Francouz is picking up 44 wins to lead all goaltenders in wins once again. In the playoffs, the Avs are defeating the Bruins in 6 games. Even though the Avs are winning, Bergeron's leading all postseason scorers with 8 goals and 24 helpers for 32 points. What this team really needs is a superstar goal scorer, and we're not going to get one from this team, as we're landing on the San Jose Sharks. But Tomas Hertl's definitely going to help. Okay, maybe I was wrong. 15 wins. Hertl somehow made us worse. I don't know how that's possible, but yeah. Sid the Kid led the way, 22 goals and 39 assists for 61 points, while McDavid's picking up 99 points to lead all scorers. And Conor Hellebuyck, he's picking up 44 wins to lead all goaltenders in wins. Okay, so this doesn't make any sense. Keep in mind, this is next season's rosters. Philadelphia Flyers win the Stanley Cup. Couturier, congrats, you led postseason scores, but this doesn't even make any sense. This team is garbage. There's no reason why they should win a Stanley Cup. So last season, we didn't get the elite goal scorer I was hoping for, but we are this season, as we're landing on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Of course, we're selecting Auston Matthews, and I'm expecting this team to do big things now. We sort of did big things. 22 wins, that's going to put us 6 wins away from second last in the entire league. So we're slowly taking steps here. Leading our team in scoring is going to be Sidney Crosby, who's picking up 94 points, while Connor McDavid leads all scorers with 107 points. And Conor Hellebuyck, he's once again going to lead all goaltenders in wins with 41. In the playoffs, the Edmonton Oilers are defeating the Pittsburgh Penguins in 5 games. Sid the Kid's going to lead postseason scoring though with 29 points, consisting of 8 goals and 21 assists. And with our next spin, we're getting the Edmonton Oilers. Of course, we're taking Connor McDavid. Not much to debate here. Please get 30 wins now. This is actually taking a lot longer than I was expecting. We were pretty close to 30 wins, so I'll take 29. Connor McDavid led the way, 30 goals and 52 assists for 82 points, while Sid the Kid's picking up 109 points to lead all scorers. And Francouz, 41 wins. Congrats, I guess. In the playoffs, the Seattle Kraken are defeating the Tampa Bay Lightning in 6 games. I understand Steven Stamkos just had 34 points, but can we talk about how unrealistic this game is? So far, Anaheim's won, the Kraken have won, and Philly has won. Like, that just doesn't make sense. I also want to mention, I'm just simming the 2022-2023 season over and over, so we're not going like 10 years into the future. With our next spin, we're landing on the team that probably everyone hates the most, and of course I'm talking about the Vegas Golden Knights, but they got Pietrangelo, so I'll definitely add him to the team. And Pietrangelo was the missing piece. 35 wins, 25th in the entire league. We're no longer hot garbage. We're still garbage, we're just not hot garbage anymore. Ryan O'Reilly's leading the team, 76 points, consisting of 16 goals and 60 assists, while Ovi leads all players in points, 58 goals and 46 assists for 104 points. And Frederik Andersen, he's going to lead all goaltenders in wins with 48. In the playoffs, the Boston Bruins are defeating the Edmonton Oilers in 5 games. Connor McDavid's leading all postseason scorers, 10 goals and 24 assists for 34 points. With our next spin, we're going to land on the Philadelphia Flyers, and I'm going to go with Sean Couturier. Honestly, I didn't really know who to take from this team. I didn't think any of their defensemen would really help us too much, and with the forwards, he seemed like the best choice. So we might have won an additional game this season, but we somehow were worse as we finished 29th in the entire league. Sid the Kid led the way for us, 31 goals and 57 assists for 88 points, while Connor McDavid leads all scorers with 120 points. Jacob Markstrom's going to pick up 42 wins, and that's going to lead all goaltenders in wins, while Dallas defeats the Boston Bruins in 7 games to win the Stanley Cup. Leading Dallas in the postseason was Joe Pavelski, 14 goals and 16 assists for 30 points. With this next spin, we're getting a chance at another elite sniper, as we're going to land on the Ottawa Senators. Of course, I'm going with Alex DeBrincat, not too much up for debate there, but it seems like DeBrincat was the missing piece. 40 wins, 17th in the entire league, and we just made the playoffs. Connor McDavid, he did his thing. 26 goals and 63 assists for 89 points, while Connor McDavid from the Edmonton Oilers is going to lead all scorers with 100 points. And Francouz, he's leading all goaltenders in wins once again. In the first round, we're going to take on the Colorado Avalanche, so it's going to be an easy matchup for us as we're sweeping this team. I'm going to keep it a stack. I'm not going game by game. This video is taking long enough. In the second round, we're taking on Mini. We're defeating Mini in 5 games, so we got Edmonton in the conference finals. Edmonton's putting up a bit of a fight, but it's not enough, and we're taking on Tampa in the Stanley Cup final. But in the final, Tampa's going to defeat us in 6 games. Alright, I'm not going to lie. If we somehow won the Stanley Cup here, this video would become adding to a 0 overall team until we win a Stanley Cup. But we didn't win, so we got to win 63 games still. In the postseason, Sid the Kid's leading the way, 9 goals and 21 helpers for 30 points. With our next spin, we're landing on the Anaheim Ducks. We need a good offensive defenseman, and I think John Klingberg is going to be able to fill that role perfectly. So we're going to win an additional 2 games this season, and we're finishing 13th in the entire league. Sid the Kid led the way with 78 points, while Alexander Ovechkin leads all scorers with 61 goals and 49 assists for 110 points. And Jack Campbell, he's picking up 42 wins. Alright, I'm going to keep it a stack. I really don't care about the playoffs whatsoever. All I care about is breaking the win record. Well, it's a good thing I don't really care because we just lost to the Avs in 5 games. With our next spin, we're landing on Tampa. Victor Hedman, you're coming to the team. You're going to fill out the rest of our defense, and hopefully you're the missing piece. Hedman clearly helped enough. We're finishing with 55 wins, and we're getting close to breaking this win record. With our next spin, we're landing on Detroit. Tyler Bertuzzi, welcome to the team. Bertuzzi was a massive help to this team. He's helping us win an additional 4 games, and that's going to put us 4 games away from breaking the win record. With our next spin, we're landing on the Carolina Hurricanes, and I'm going to make a very controversial move here. Frederik Andersen, welcome to the team. So my logic with this is, if we have 2 superstar goalies, that should help us win a bunch of extra games, because with Joe NHL in net, that's basically guaranteed losses every single time. So we finished with 52 wins this season. Yeah, maybe I should have just gone with Aho or Sheshnikov. So we're landing on Florida. Matthew Tkachuk, you just got traded here, so I'm bringing you to our team. So we're finishing with 58 wins this season. I feel like we're 1 move away. With our next spin, we're landing on Nashville. Filip Forsberg, I'm bringing you to the team, and that doesn't help at all. We're finishing with 58 wins once again. So our next spin's a very interesting one. We're landing on the Arizona Coyotes, and I honestly don't think anyone from this team is going to make us better. So I'm not selecting anyone, and we're running it back with the exact same roster. So once again, this roster isn't able to win 63 games, but we're going to finish with 59. I think we might have found the missing piece. We're landing on the Colorado Avalanche, and Nathan MacKinnon, I feel like you can help us get 63 wins. So we weren't able to get 63 wins. We got more than 61. We tied the win record with 62. Yeah, that's a tough one. Columbus is the next team we're selecting from, so Zach Werenski, I don't know, maybe you can be the missing piece for us. And it looks like Zach Werenski was. 65 wins. We finally did it, but there is one catch. I'm only counting these 65 wins if we win the Stanley Cup. And of course, this team's winning the Stanley Cup. We're full of NHL All-stars. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, halfway through recording this video, I was really regretting what I did because this took way too long. You don't really realize how slow the sim speed is until you have to do a challenge like this, because my god, this took forever.